our schematic over here, what's going on here is that there's been basically a failure of buyers in this region. Here, buyers have failed, which means that this key level is an area of supply, right? It's a supply zone. So I'm just going to write supply. It is a supply zone. The reason the key level is a supply zone is because we can see that sellers were in control, right? Sellers were in control. Passive sellers were in control. Right, so again, I've made videos about what makes a passive seller. Essentially, what's going on is when you see these buy orders, right, the buy orders are being absorbed by the passive sellers. And that is the entire theory behind fair value gaps. That is why a fair value gap holds. That is why a fair value gap is valid. It's nothing more than that. So it's not a market structure shift or an SMT divergence or a PO3 or a CISD or any of these things. It is simply a fair value gap with passive sellers being present. That is the only thing that matters. Nothing else matters. Now, this is the thing that's interesting, right? I want you to visualize trading like a street with lots of bus stops, right? So imagine across, well, one, you need to know what street you're on, but you need to know where the trades are going to come, and the trades are only going to come at those valid key levels, right? So if you're entering the markets and you're just looking for a trade, or you're looking to follow the trend, or you're looking for a sweep or a break or any of these things, that's where ICT, in my opinion, fails most traders, right? ICT fails most traders because there's no context behind the move. You're not reading the clues of the market. Right, so what I mean by that specifically is there were aggressive buyers over here, right? There was actually a lot of selling over here. This was a very valid key level from the 13th of November. Sorry, 13th of January. So what's going on here is, if this is our key level, right? Here's our key level from the 13th, right? We can see multiple holds here. We can see multiple holds here. So we are seeing the supply zone hold in real time. Now, this is super important, right? This is very important. So when you have a key level, the market has left that clue. So don't ignore that key level the following day. So what I like to do is I will always drag the level to the right. So if I have a key level here from whatever day, Tuesday the 13th, that will then drag until 15th of January, and then it will drag until Friday the 16th, and then I will use it 2 weeks later. And what you will find is that you will get the best trades from these key levels, right? And the reason why, if there's one thing you want to keep in your mind, is that the market leaves clues on what it's done in the past, right? The market has left clues here, here, and here. And the only way you can see that